Hey friends, and welcome back. If you're new here, my name is Morgan and you are on my homestead here in Wyoming. And this past summer, we took on a new kind of a challenge, and we got 2 Idaho pasture pigs and raised them up. Now, we took them to market or to the butcher about 2 weeks ago, and we just got them back. So I want to take you with me and show you exactly what we got, what we picked out of our 2 full hogs, and just kind of go through everything. In total, we are walking away with 270 pounds of meat. So Idaho pasture pigs are traditionally a little bit smaller, so we are thrilled with those numbers. This is our first time ever raising pigs. Besides the fencing and some of the struggles that just come with animals, it was a good process. I'm glad we did it. We learned a ton, but let me take you with me and show you what we got. All right, here is a look at the bed of my truck. There was 7 boxes in total. All right, you guys, so gloves on. It's always the first thing you have to do with any meat because these are frozen, so they are very, very cold. So I don't know if they organized these boxes. I just literally picked them up. They loaded them up in the truck. So I don't really know what we're working with, but I want to go through them and just kind of see. Oh, good. This looks totally organized. So this is our bacon. We went with, I don't even remember. Okay, we have bacon here. I think what I'm gonna do is just make some piles because I don't know exactly what we're working with, and I wanna make sure if we're putting it in that it's organized. So this is all hickory smoked bacon. I'm excited to take a look at that. We chose to wrap our meat in paper and also plastic. You do have the option of vacuum sealing as well. We find that we prefer the paper and the plastic wrap most because it tends to last best. Now, the one downside of it is, oh, we did maple bacon too. Well, that sounds phenomenal, doesn't it? Good choice on our behalf, wow. But anyways, we do find that it's more easy to see what you're using and what you have when you vacuum seal it, but we like the way it lasts better when it is not vacuum sealed and when it's paper wrapped. So then it looks like we have 4 just smoked hams here. So I'll just keep those in these boxes. And then let's move on to the next box. Oh, wow. Okay, this is more bacon. So I'm glad we're doing this because I would have thought that was all the bacon. Holy schmoly, we have a lot of bacon. Bacon party at our house, I guess. Alrighty, then we have smoked ham pork. And that's what is over here. So let's just keep everything that we can together. Now, the way we did our pigs is we actually decided to not butcher them ourselves. If you've been here before, you know Sam and I process a lot of our own wild game. However, because these were a little more near and dear to our hearts, maple bacon, it was hard for us, I'm gonna be honest. So the day that they came to pick up the pigs, I was a bit of a mess. Sam was actually out of town and it was just me here. And the way we did it is we have an awesome company here where they will actually come to your house. They will dispatch the animal for you and then they will haul it out. So we didn't have to do anything. We kept our pigs in their run, kept them in their pork chops. Cool. Kept them where they're comfortable. We didn't have to put them through anything that was going to be taxing on the animal, which I felt much better about. I know that moving animals is stressful on them, so I wanted to make sure that we were being kind of as gentle as possible on them. So we went ahead and just had the guys come out here. We left them in their run. The guys actually had just like a crane. They dispatched the animal and then lifted it over the fence into their flatbed. And so the animals honestly had no idea what was going on, which I really appreciated. I was worried about it. No matter how we didn't name them, no matter how far away you try to stay from them, it's still hard and you still get close to them. So it was a tough one. I think we did it the best way we possibly could in making sure that they were unaware of anything that was going on. And, we're very thankful for this meat that they've provided us. So it's tough no matter what. So, okay. In these, I right now have found, in these so far, this box is ham hocks, tenderloins, spare ribs. Again, I'm just trying to get everything. Ham hock. How many ham hocks are there? Tenderloin. I don't even know what a ham hock is, you guys. I will say, when we were going through the sheet, and then these are spare ribs. They're so little. Okay, that's pretty organized. I'm gonna push these over here. When we were going through the sheet, it's so hard because I know everyone says only get what you're gonna eat and what you do eat when it comes to these products. But because we hunt for most of our meat, we try to eat every part of the animal, and we haven't had pork in years. I'll buy bacon from the store, but that's about it when it comes to pork products. And so that was one of the harder things was knowing what the heck we're actually going to use. This is an exciting box though. I got all of the lard. There's 2 bags this size. Yay! Oh, that's so exciting. Okay, so there's lard, and then the rest in here is just ground pork. I think we did spicy or something. I'm not entirely sure. Okay, so that's pretty organized. I feel good about that box. I'm just gonna keep organizing this. I think from here on out, we should just have, well, to be honest, I don't know. I'll keep you with me. I don't know what else is gonna be in these boxes. I know a lot more bulk sausage. More pork chops, good. Wow, we're gonna have pork chops for days. It was fun because you get to say the thickness that you want your pork chops. You get to pork steak. You get to say the thickness that you want your steaks. You get to say if you want them boneless or bone in. You get to really specify so much. So it was honestly kind of fun, but it's a little bit overwhelming because I don't know what I want. Okay, these are more spare ribs. Butt roast. I love steaks. Making green chili. Okay. Maple sauce. Ooh, baby, maple sausage, yum. Okay, roast, shoulder steak. Butt roasts and more pork chops. Holy schmoly. You guys, I didn't know how many pork chops you would get out of 2 pigs. These are a lot of pork chops. All right, you guys, we have this shelf clear. I'm a little nervous about fitting all of this, to be honest with you, but I'm gonna start with the big stuff because I don't know why. I feel right about that. I really need to defrost this again. This freezer gets so icy. But luckily we're in the dead of winter, so that is a time for another day. I like how we've basically already filled this up. It's really good. It's great. Okay. That is all just ham. We have a lot of hams. Invite us over for Easter holidays. We'll bring the ham. Next, we have our pork chops. And I do try to keep kind of everything together. That way, if I'm looking for a pork chop, I know I need to come you, Mr. Ham, are gonna be a problem. A little misshapen. We'll put him over here. All right. So if I'm looking for a pork chop, I know this corner is gonna be the place. And you gotta make sure your door is gonna shut. Because if your door doesn't shut, we're gonna have issues. Okay. Going in next, woo, is gonna be our roasts, shoulder and butt roasts. And then here we have our hocks. If you guys have any good ham hock recipes, please share them down below. I've only ever made like lentil soup or ham and bean soup. I don't think I've ever actually done anything else with a ham hock. So if you have good ham hock recipes, I am all ears. Okay, and then we have spare ribs here. So I'm gonna, what am I gonna do? Let's see if we can stack them. Here's the rest of the spare ribs. I did not realize that two pigs would have about 1 million spare ribs. I'm not complaining, but I'm just surprised. I didn't see that coming. All right, here's what we're looking like so far. I can almost guarantee we are going to get a better organizing system, but for now, the name of the game is really just like, get it all in here and make it fit. So that's what we're doing. Okay, you guys, so I wanted to run through the final paperwork. I got everything in the freezer. Oh, cool, there's a herd of deer standing right over there. Hold on, let me turn you around. I don't know if you can see them, but they're... Can you see them? Off in the distance, it's like a little game of Where's Waldo. So, final price for everything, because I know that's something that is super interesting, at least that's something that I like to see, is final price. So I will say we paid extra to get them paper wrapped and plastic wrapped. If you just do the vacuum sealing, it's a little bit cheaper. I think it was like 20 cents cheaper per pound. So we wanted to pay that additional to make sure it was done the way we wanted it. And then we did a cash discount. So it would have been a little bit more than this, but we got a cash discount for everything. Our first hog in total, we got 131 pounds of meat, and our second hog, we got 139 pounds of meat. So 8 pounds difference, which I think is pretty good consistency wise. And then let's see. We, in total, got 270 pounds of meat. And then for curing and smoking, we did just a few specialty meats, and then the rest we just did regular. So if you do a lot of specialty meat, a lot of ground, flavored, whatnot, bacon, this is going to be a lot more expensive. But we just did a few specialty meats, and then the rest is just regular. So we got 39.4 pounds of smoked and cured hams. So that was what we laid at the bottom of the freezer together. Then we did 20 pounds of smoked and cured bacon. That is going to be, I think we did 10 pounds of the hickory and 10 pounds of the maple flavor. Then we did 15 pounds of bulk pork sausage and that spicy breakfast. We did 12 pounds of maple breakfast sausage, and that is done in links. And then it looks like they did 3 pounds of just maple breakfast bulk sausage. So that was everything that we did that was custom. So in total, for 270 pounds of meat, and this is across the board, the entire thing. And I do remind you, I paid $75 each for the people to come out to me, which is a great deal because I live very far out of town. So that was a great deal. They came out to me, they drove through our field, they dispatched the animals, lifted them up using their equipment, took them out of here, and did everything. So this was completely hands-off for me. That was $75 per pig, which to me seems like such a good deal. That is totally worth it. So that was $150, and then I had to pay a $20 disposal fee. So $10 each. So not bad there. Just the paper wrapping was 90 cents per pound. So in total, we paid $624 for 270 pounds of meat. So all in all, I'm not very good at math. I will let you do the per pound math, but all in all, that feels like a really good deal, especially with meat prices. Now, obviously I don't have factored in what we paid for the food. I could probably go back and look at receipts. We do save all of those, but I have no idea how many bags of feed we ended up buying. And then obviously that doesn't account for the price of the hogs when they were babies either. So that's just processing. Obviously there's going to be a little bit more expense when you put in the cost of the hogs and also the feed, but in total, it's pretty good. I'm very happy with it. I am super excited to give it a try. I hope you found this video a little bit interesting. I know it's one of those things that it was tough. I'm glad we did it. And now I'm excited to have all of this pork for the rest of the year. So if you enjoyed today's video and you're excited to see how we cook this up throughout the years, please make sure you subscribe and like this video. Otherwise, I will catch you all in the next one. Thanks for being here. Bye, friend.